name is Bree Tracy.
And I'm Brooks Tracy.
And today we will be reading you The Tale of Jefferson Fox, written by Bree Tracy, illustrated by Brooks Tracy. So here we go.
On days you need to make a change, when everyone's moving on, in moments you feel stuck in place, or all you know is gone, it's time to finally make a change. It's time to start anew. This story starts with Jefferson Fox not knowing what to do.
Where will he go? Where will he live? Who will be his friend? What do you see him to do on days when things come to an end? Jefferson thought it was finally time to leave the woods behind and seek a place where he could live, with adventure aplenty to find. Maybe he needed a faster pace. Maybe a city would do, with skyscraping buildings and busy streets to escape everything he once knew.
Jefferson left the woods that day. He followed the tangled streets, across the river, across the bridge, not knowing who he'd meet. He scampered along the hustling road and saw things like never before. A monstrous building of marble and stone, a curious thing to explore.
Jefferson wanted a closer look at this mysterious thing. He took a step forward to see what this thing would bring. An ivory statue is what he found, a giant in a chair. Who was this man? Where was he from? And why was he sitting there?
He wasn't sure if this man would share his marble room. Jefferson decided he would move on to see the flowers in bloom.
He came upon a sparkling pond and peeked over the edge. His face reflected back at him as he leaned over the ledge.
At the end of the reflecting pool, he encountered a towering stick. It didn't seem to have a roof. That's not the home he'd pick.
Across the lawn was a circular house, surrounded by water and trees. The blossoms were pink, the view was divine. There was a comfortable breeze.
Jefferson wanted a closer look. He scurried his way inside. When he stepped onto the glossy floors, he started to slip and to slide. Jefferson couldn't control his feet. He glided until he crashed into a person covered in bronze. His life before him flashed.
Jefferson finally looked upon the words inscribed on the wall. Jefferson was the name of this man, so proudly standing tall. Somehow two Jeffersons in one place seemed a befuddling thought.
Jefferson wondered if he should stay. He answered, "I think not."
Tired and lonely, he moved along and found a colossal dome, a majestic, magnificent, marvelous house with plenty of fields to roam.
Alas, the building was tightly closed. Now what should he do?
Amidst the magenta trees of spring and radiant skies of blue.
Later, he woke to a baffling sound. Geese yakking in their flocks. That's when the thought popped into his head. This place is too loud for a fox.
He knew he'd find the perfect place to live his life each day, from snowy winters and cool fall nights to the humid month of May.
Moments later, he came to a fence, peering through a house of white, with tall pillared walls and a garden of roses. This house looked just right.
Farther along was a garden so fresh, growing carrots, berries, and beets. Enough for delicious dinner each night. There was plenty of food to eat.
Jefferson wanted to look inside. He slyly slipped through the fence. An alarm went off, which he ignored, only adding to the suspense. Prancing along the neatly mowed lawn, Jefferson peeked right through all of the trees, and what did he see? A monumentally beautiful view.
Jefferson knew this would be his home as he sat under a flag. Red, white, and blue flew through the sky until he hit a snag.
On his tail were men in suits looking to lay down the law. Jefferson hid in the nearest bush, but he forgot to tuck in his paws. Heavy footsteps came his way. He rose to his 4 feet and fled, not knowing whether or not these men were people he should dread.
Jefferson knew that he had to escape. While running a very fast pace, he bumped into something black and white, a dog. They were face to face.
The dog told Jefferson, "Please, follow me. Call me Thomas," he barked. Thomas helped Jefferson hide from the men. That's how their friendship sparked.
Thomas led Jefferson to the front lawn, and then to a hollow tree. They dug out the dirt, and Jefferson hid in the trunk where no one could see.
Eventually, people got used to the sight of seeing a fox around. So long as he didn't trip any alarms, they let him live on the grounds.
Every year around the same time, fire would shoot from the sky. The colors were bright. It was quite a delight, that hot summer night in July. Jefferson finally found his home with a friend to sit by his side, and Jefferson's choice to make a change was the best thing he'd ever tried.
So, on days you need to make a change when everyone's moving on, in moments you feel stuck in place, or all you know is gone, it's time to finally make a change. It's time to start anew. And taking a step out of the woods is the first thing that you should do.